Everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video we are going to talk about basically width and height, but I'm going to cover pairing and comment as well, because most of you have asked how do we initialize comment and why do we use it. So let's continue to the code. Alright everyone, comment is very, I can say, important, because it is very good for instructions and also giving a clue for other developers. So suppose if in one project more than 2 developers are working, so you can give an instruction what the code is doing, and you write comment like this. You open the tag, have clear exclamation mark, and then you have these two like lines. So this the tag of comment will open. Whatever you write here is gonna be counted as comment, and it's not gonna be visible in the browser. The second thing, the other method you can achieve comment is, first you write your comment. So for example, you write homepage. Now if you see, this homepage is visible here, but if you just press and then you press Control and you press forward slash, so it is gonna be changed to comment. Now if you see, it's not gonna be visible, and it is just for you and other developers who have access to your project. It was all about comment and padding. So for understanding padding, height and width, let's have two divs. The first one is gonna be, this is div number 1. Let's have a paragraph as well here, giving them a class name. We should get used of class name as well. Let's go to our style.css. So we target our class by having a dot and then writing our class name. Let's give them border of 3 pixel solid. As we talked about margin, now you see that there is a kind of space here at the left side and the top side, and also here on the right side. So we have this space that's called margin. By default we have this margin, and you see that the text is stick to the border. It is very close to the border. If we want to have space here, so now you see it is not looking very good, because we should have at least some space here. You can achieve that by having padding property. Padding is a space or margin inside the element, but margin is outside the element, padding is inside. So if I give padding of 10 pixel, you refresh the page, now you see that we have space here between the text and the border. So this space is inside this element, inside this whole div. That's called padding. You can have padding in different dimensions as well, in different directions. Padding left, right, top, bottom, inline, start. So yeah, it was all about the padding. Now let's talk about width and height. By default, height is auto, and also width is auto. By default, if I give again, you see that if I give height auto and width auto, I refresh the page, nothing happens, because by default it is auto. And if I increase my browser width, you see, because div is an inline block element, it takes this entire width of my screen. But you can give this width and height specific numbers as well. So instead of saying height to auto, you can give it a number in pixel, in inches, and anything you want. So if I give 40 pixel, now you see that because it is very small, so my text has been out of this div. Let's remove this paragraph once. Now you see that I have given this height 40 pixel, and it is very small here. You can give numbers, so if you increase, the more you increase, the length here is gonna be. So if I give it 200 pixel, it is this much. For the width also you can achieve this. Now as you see, it takes the whole screen, the width of whole screen, but I can give it fixed width. If I give it 30, so it's gonna be this much. But again, because this is a block, so you cannot place anything here unless you change it to inline element. But let's give it a bit more, about 150 pixel. So this is gonna be this much. or you can give them according to their percentage. So if I give the weight to be 25%, so if you divide this screen into 4 pieces, so it's this 25%, it means 1 out of 4 is going to be dedicated for the width of this element. Or if you give it to 50%, it is going to take the half of the screen. So if again I increase the width, nothing changes, it just takes the half of the screen. Make it small my screen, again it is going to take the half of the screen. And also for taking the whole screen, for example it's supplied in the height, I give it 100 VH. What is VH? It stands for view height, and it says that the height should be as much as the screen is, or my viewport is. The other value that you can give to height and width is fit content. It means that it takes only as much height as the content is. So you can achieve that by having the height property, and you give the value of fit content. If you refresh the page, now you see that it takes only this much. But what are these spaces? It is because of this padding. Suppose if I remove, it is gonna stick here. By default, all elements in CSS, they have a margin and a kind of padding by default, a value. So if you can achieve them by having this star, it selects all elements, and you say that padding to be 0 and margin to be 0. Refreshing the page, now it is gonna stick to only the content we have here. If I give the width fit content for the width, refreshing the page, you see again it sticks here, and it takes only that much width as needed for the content. It was all about in today's lesson. I hope it is clear and you enjoyed it. We talked about comment, padding, height and width. If you have any question, ask in the comment, we will discuss about it. Thank you.